Sorry, you're chasing a story. It sounds like it came right out of some movie about the mafia. A body with cement shoes. What do you got?
Yeah, that's exactly what it reads like, Blail, is the plot of a movie, a mafia movie, but it's an all-too-real scene that unfolded here in Sheepshead Bay on Monday morning. A student at Kingsborough Community College was walking along the campus shoreline when he discovered a body that had surfaced. The still unidentified man was wrapped in black plastic bags, his face duct taped, his hands tied, and his feet encased in concrete. I came out to the scene to meet with retired NYPD detective and friend to the show, Jor Giacalone, who said in his many years in law enforcement, he had never seen such a case.
No, in my professional experience, I've never, run into this kind of
Thank
investigation.
goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting when you think about it, because this is all pretty much just been storytelling all along.
While it's too early to speculate about the motive behind this murder, history proves it is a way that people make a statement. Motivation in these types of crimes, Joe says, it typically ties back to three main things:
Love, money, and drugs. And those are the three main reasons why people get killed.
The overall consensus at this time, it seems as if it was most likely an act related to organized crime. It has no bearing on the general public.
You know, it's interesting that that's the sentiment, but the reality is somebody put a body in the river with cement on their feet so they'd sink.
I mean, you put cement shoes on somebody, throw them in the river, they're not supposed to float up to the surface on the side. The whole point is that they're gone. No one looks at the bottom of the river. It's very hard to search down there. So why did he turn up?
Joe touched on that as well. Basically, he said this body wasn't supposed to come back up to the surface. It sounds to him a little bit like they made a bit of a mistake. Either that or they wanted the body to be discovered. Either way, he said, typically when it does come to these type of crimes, the cement is supposed to be a garment, not an accessory.
You know, cement takes hours to dry, so if they threw, that could have been possible too. Tamara?
This is just blowing my mind, because we're talking about the science of a body floating up to the top of the water, but
Meanwhile, someone's dead.
Yeah, we're not looking at the fact that someone is not only dead, but how methodical this whole thing was. The fact that he had cement shoes, that he was tied up, that he was placed.
Joe did point out that they believe at this time that the victim was alive when all of this was going on and when he was put into the water. So whoever this victim is, he went through a lot of just torture.
You know, it's too easy to dismiss it as something that happened out of a fantasy or a movie or the mob. You always have to beware until they find the perps. Thanks, Tara.